Good evening. Welcome to Data Live. My name's Charlie Tesh. Tonight we have a show that we're calling Capture the Minute, Episode 2. Our guest tonight is our co-producer or main producer, whatever, is Jojo Laricia, who has been wandering around with her cell phone, like many of us do, and finding interesting things to take pictures of and video of, right?
Yes.
All right. So you've brought a bunch of things for us to look at tonight.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you've got?
Well, the first one is about the Mystic River. I go for frequent walks around the Mystic River, and one of the things that fascinated me was I could see on the Mystic River all this green growth, and it kept getting more and more and more, and I'm saying, how are the ducks, the birds, the boats, how are they all going to move around? Mm-hmm. And it just fascinated me that this growth, it's out of control. It's become a problem.
Did you watch the ducks?
I do. We have some moments with the geese.
Uh-huh.
But anyway,
I think they use it for food though, maybe. Do they?
no, they don't.
No?
So anyway, there's this machine. It's called the harvester.
Yeah.
And the harvester just roams around on the Mystic Lakes,
Mm-hmm.
and it just chews up all the growth that's
Really?
going on. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. So why don't we take a look at that clip?
All right. So, well, we're back. So that raised a few questions. You say that stuff is water chestnuts that they're all swimming around in.
It is water chestnut, and they, like the Yacht Club, the Mystic River Organization, the Watershed Organization, they do not know where it came from.
Really?
No, nobody knows where it came from. All of a sudden, it just like started appearing, and you saw it just kind of takes over the whole lake.
Yeah. Well, where is it ordinarily?
I don't know, but I am going to be going out on my friend's boat, and we're going to really get into it. He's going to take me out probably in June when it really gets very widespread. But you saw that harvester. The harvester really does a great job cleaning it up. Mm-hmm. It basically grows overnight.
Yeah.
It's out of control. It's like a weed.
Yeah.
I don't know why they call it water chestnut. It has nothing to do with what you eat.
Oh, really?
No.
It doesn't have chestnuts?
Well, we get the water chestnuts that we have, with our Asian food. It's really good, but this is not the same type of water chestnut.
Oh. So it didn't arrive here in the ballast tank of a boat or something like that?
It could have.
Yeah.
It could have.
We just don't know.
We don't know. Not yet.
All right.
So
well, thank you.
So
this thing that swims around in there,
the harvester.
The harvester. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that a Somerville facility?
Somerville, Medford,
Yeah.
Arlington, wherever the Mystic Lakes are.
So we all share that harvester.
We share the harvester.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we all share it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I'm giving you the accurate information.
So somebody has to drive it around. Are they
Yes.
like, they're like an employee of one of the cities, or is that
I
a
think so.
DCR or something like
I
that?
would like to go out in the harvester. I'm going to see if I can work that out.
All right. Oh, find out more.
Yeah.
All right. So we're moving on to, do you want to go to the day tripping one?
Yeah, I want to continue. I want to continue on the Mystic.
Okay.
A day tripping. When I'm usually, cruising around on the Mystic Lakes, I see the presence of the state police, which is really great because it's a 2.5 mile walk around McDonald Park.
Okay, yeah.
I see the birds, the dogs, the runners. There's everything. So this is kind of like what happens on a day to day when I walk around the Mystic River,
All right.
and it's called day tripping. So
Well,
let's
that'll be
check
fun
that
to see
out.
because I spend a fair amount of time there with our cross-country team.
Oh,
where
that's
our,
great. Yeah.
part of where our course is.
Yeah, and I see all your different markers. Half mile,
Some
1
of
mile.
it's ours and some is other people. A lot of people use it.
Oh yeah, it's great. So let's check that out, Ricardo.
All right.
Hello there. Hi there. Okay. I'm just doing a video of your little ducklings, that's all. They're so beautiful. What you think, Mickey? What you think, Mickey? Hey, Mickey. Mickey.
All right. Well, we're back. Again, I'm Charlie Tesh. This is Dead Air Live, here with Jojo Laricia, who's showing us some of her collection of how many thousands of tapes have
Oh
you
God,
shot?
I have between 500 and 1,000 hours, no exaggeration.
Uh-huh.
So we're just going to see a little bit of a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Should people, is there a way that people can binge watch all of your stuff?
Well, they can see it on YouTube
Yeah,
under Dead Air Live.
okay.
Or there'll be
Just the stuff that's been on shows already.
yes, but I will also independently also put things up online.
Yeah.
Like they'll look under Mystic River. In a couple of days, it'll be up on YouTube. If they do
right.
Mystic River, they'll be able to see this.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on here, the next one I see is the Gentle Giant Rowing Club.
Oh, I love these guys. I don't know where they come from, if they're from a university, but they're out there and they're rowing.
I know a little bit about it.
Okay, what
in
do you
that
know?
I know that the people, Gentle Giant hires rowers.
They
right?
do?
They do.
Why?
People who've been rowing for, university, schools, whatever, right?
Right.
Well, your typical rower is very large, right?
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Because they have to be large.
They have to be strong to pull the oars, right?
Oh, okay.
And they have to have good endurance because
Okay.
they've got to keep that up for quite a
Sure,
while for a
sure.
race, right?
Yeah.
Well, people who are big and strong and have the energy to do it
Right.
make really good movers because they got to pick up heavy stuff and carry it all around.
Oh, okay.
And that
okay.
kind of
yeah,
stuff,
that
right?
makes sense. Sure.
So they hire ex-rowers or current rowers or
Mm-hmm.
whatever to work for the company. And then they do other stuff like they sponsor rowing clubs and teams and stuff
I
like
didn't
that.
know this.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you can answer the question. In the rowing boat, they have shoes that are already there. They put their feet into the shoes. Is that so that they get locked down and they won't go anywhere?
Yes.
So what did they do in prehistoric days when they had the men who were slaves? I mean, they didn't have those shoes on the boats, but it's like,
Well, that's a good question, Jojo. I don't know the answer specifically to it, but
Can you go back into a past life and tell me maybe?
yeah.
So,
I mean, but people back then had stuff pretty well figured out.
okay.
For their rowing boats. I mean, they had like
Right.
double deckers, and stuff with people sitting on a deck above other people and rowing at the same time.
Double
and
deck rowing boats?
Yeah,
you mean
yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day?
Way back, like 2,000 years ago. Yeah.
Can
yeah.
you see this online anywhere?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I mean,
don't
no, they
know.
didn't have YouTube then. So.
No. But
Okay.
you can probably find it though if you look
Okay,
on YouTube.
okay.
But yeah. But so I don't know about the deep past that much, But
All right, but well, maybe we should check out this clip.
so what is this about?
It's the you'll see. It's only a minute long.
Yeah.
And we'll see some
All right,
activity
we'll see it
with the
in-
rowers
in a
as
moment.
I'm
We'll go back.
walking. Okay, here we
Okey
go.
doke.
So, what did you think?
Hard to say.
That was a good answer. Okay.
Well, I don't think I learned much, but I already knew of some, as much as I was going to learn. I think. Whatever. Yeah, the pictures are nice. Pictures are
Okay.
nice. I like to watch rowing. I do like to watch rowing.
Well, this is all done with the iPhone, which
Yeah.
is pretty mind-blowing that you could just be with your phone and
Yeah.
you never know, but you got to have a steady hand too.
Now you don't have one of those attachment lenses, do you?
I don't.
Have you heard of them?
I have.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're any good.
Well, I haven't got one yet, but I plan to. And I heard someone who's like a professional photographer say that once she got that lens, she doesn't use her DSL or whatever,
Really?
digital SLR, digital SLR. She doesn't use it anymore. She uses her iPhone. She can carry it everywhere with her. And it lets you do what you really want to do with the iPhone, and that is zoom in. You know,
Really?
you can't zoom with the, I mean, you can zoom, but it doesn't actually do a zoom when you know, it's
Okay.
not an optical zoom. It just takes a hunk out of the middle of whatever picture it would have had.
And when you
So
get
you
this,
lose all of the high res that you get from the camera itself.
so where do you get this attachment?
Online,
Okay.
there's a number of sources of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're not that expensive. And
Alright.
the camera itself in the phone is pretty good. So
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, the next segment, I did use a DSLR camera.
Mm-hmm.
I used the video, and it's my first powwow I ever been to.
okay.
It was unbelievable. I was mesmerized.
Mm-hmm. This was at Foxwoods or someplace?
This was at Foxwoods, and I can't pronounce the name. You'll see it up on the screen, but they have this once a year, and it's a big deal. And these guys, they all get dressed up.
Yeah.
And the costumes, they go all out, from the little babies,
Yep.
animals, and they just get into it. So you want to check it out?
Yeah, I saw one of these on the Boston Common.
Oh, you did?
Some years ago.
Okay.
And it was, yeah, you're right, it's very impressive. And there were these young kids were dancing, and they were incredibly athletic.
Oh yeah, some of these bodies on these people, it's like, oh my
They're
God.
really amazing, yes.
They are.
All right.
So why don't we check
Let's
this
take a
out?
look.
Yeah, thank you. Let's go see the powwow.
We also have a moment of leading dignitary Gerald Palmer, Pequot U.S. Navy. Thank you, Gerald, for being with us. That is Cheryl A. Palmer. The Capitol,
All right, welcome back to Dead Air Live. Here with JoJo Laricia, who
Oh my
put
goodness.
that's okay, don't worry, that's mine. Who
Okay.
put together those clips of a powwow down in Foxwoods.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And that was some kind of a competition, you said.
Yeah, they go around and they have to like dance. They have numbers on them and they win awards.
Yeah.
And it's the same song. You listen to the same song all day long. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I just say, yes, I love it.
Well, are you sure it's the same song?
I think so. It's
I mean, like I listen to the birds, in the morning, and I
It's the
hear
same song.
That bird is just saying the same thing over
That's
and
right.
over and over. But I don't think it is. I think I think there's some subtlety, that we're missing.
There is. You have to get a tune in.
Yeah.
So Charlie,
Right.
I have a problem in my backyard, or I used to have a problem.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of water being collected in the yard.
How
It
long
was
was that going on?
Years.
Years,
People
okay.
were coming in there. They were putting their feet in the puddle, and this is man I know. I don't know his name. I just say, oh.
Your neighbors
man-
come over for the
no,
wading pool?
Man who steps in puddle. That's how I know him. So I had to get these contractors, and this is the whole process of what they did. It's called leaching basin, and I just went, this is, I love the how do things happen?
Yeah.
I was blown away with this. Now, I hope you find this as intriguing as me, but,
Well, I'm already interested because I had a
Okay.
problem with water in my basement.
oh.
And what I did was I tied my downspouts together. I made my Roman aqueduct.
Oh, okay.
I tied the downspouts
Right.
together and fed them out to the storm drain in the street, right? And my basement problem went away. Right?
Oh,
Because all that water used to just like run down right beside the house and then leak through the rubble wall in the basement, whatever.
okay.
But by diverting it somewhere else,
All
then-
right.
And so a leaching basin in the backyard is probably good because it goes down into the earth at that point.
Well, let's check it out.
All right.
All right, let's go leaching basin. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. We are putting in a leaching basin for Joanne today. She had a small one in, only about a foot deep, and it was filled up with debris. And now we're putting in a 6-foot tank with stone around it, and it should leach fine. And all the gutters from all the roofs are all heading this way, so she needed a big tank in here. And then we're going to asphalt from the 2 garage doors and this corner here down into that drain, so everything feeds in. And we took out a couple of roofs, and that's about it. It does, even if it saturates the ground for a while. That's why we put the big tank in. You still get the big tank.
Yeah, the problem is that this is like a drainage for like, not just this yard, but that yard,
I know.
you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you that that's what's really going on here.
You can see all the gutters are all coming.
Yeah, this is the pool.
This roof, that roof, that roof, that roof, they all come through this pavement.
We have this filter fabric here that once we fill the stone around our leaching basin, we have to wrap the filter fabric around the stone, which covers the stone in. And that allows no dirt to get into our stone and our leaching area, which will eventually clog it up. So there should be a self-contained area. And what we'll do is we have a frame and grate. We're going to put that on, and we'll put filter fabric underneath the grate. And what that'll do is any silt that goes into that grate, all you gotta do is take the grate off, take the filter fabric, clean it off, put it back on. That way nothing will go into and contaminate and clog up.
How often do we do that?
It all depends on what falls, you know, like the fall, probably just the leaves. And sediment, just from the driveway, if you keep the driveway, probably once every 3 months. Take a look at it.
All right, you're gonna show me how to do that tomorrow, right?
And also, once we do this, what they're having problems with all the gutters coming into this one area. The water was going into the garages, flooding out all the storage, and then when it would get up to a certain level, it would run out in this lady's yard and onto Indiana Avenue, and that's where the drainage would go. So this will alleviate that problem, and everything will stay in here and eventually just dissipate into the ground.
What goes in the middle?
Water. Cover the hole. The grate. Framing grate.
The water goes in there.
Water, yeah, framing grate on top, and then you pave all around the framing grate. Well, and all the water will go right into the grate. Oh, it's big. It's big. Come on, right in here.
Thank you.
Filter fabric, now that we've rolled it over, we're going to backfill with the material. The material will not go through the filter fabric. So now we can put this material on it, compact it, and get it ready for asphalt, and then pave it. Then once we pave it, the asphalt will create the water to only go to the drain. And that's how the top works. You really don't need the fabric in there because it's a heavy grate. You can take a look at it and see, you need a bar. You got such a big leaching area here and a big tank that there isn't that much sediment that's going to go in it. It's just as a precaution, you can put the filter fabric underneath the grate, and then only water gets through, and the sediment will build up. And once you see it creating a little puddle alongside it, if it does, it might not. The water might wash it away.
So
On a heavy rain.
I'm assuming that drain is the lowest point in
Yes.
the yard. I mean, because
Well, we're going to make it the lowest. We're going to make it the lowest point because now we're going to asphalt. So what we're going to do is we're going to berm up the sides like it was before.
Yeah.
It's lower than the garage and it's lower than any point here.
Yeah, you just have to follow the contour that it had before.
Right.
Pretty much.
That's what we do.
Okay.
Come on down.
Why is there a difference of pitch?
Well, the grades are different. So that is a lot higher than this here. You know, it's different grades. This is the same. These are different. So you're going to have different pitches going in. You'll have different pitches all the way around. It'll be different grades going into this. As long as it all pitches into it, it's always good.
And when we get snow, we should make sure the snow is not on there, right?
Yes, the snow must be on there because snow turns to ice. And once you get the ice on there, the water's not going in.
It's useless.
This border I'm mixing up will hold the cast iron frame on the top of your structure in case, you know, just so it doesn't move. In case you get your driveway plowed in the winter or anything.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so if a plow or something by any chance will hit it, scuff it, it won't come off.
Yeah, most of the time we just use a hand snow blower.
Yeah,
So there's not a
so
lot
that's
of force.
good, yeah.
There's no force.
What do you think, Joe? You think that looks square?
Yeah. I would just knock your back. Yeah, just a little. You know what?
Yeah.
That's
Because go with the, I'd say go with the. Yep.
It's just gonna have to follow this like a trough.
Yeah, actually, most of that is going, to see it where the barrel is right here. Right here, Chris, we'll work this whole area right to the basin.
Okay.
That way I can get a grade for the base, so we're basing anyway.
This song is called Near As Your Heart, how we're never really alone. Go now, is what you said to me. Now that I finally found you, I must set you free. And you said, I will never leave you, I will never leave you, you will never leave somehow. I will never be apart, I'm near as you heart. I hear you say go, I love you, go now. So long, this song, these words that I repeat when I am all alone or on a crowded street. I see you everywhere the sun shows, everywhere the moon glows, every time the wind blows. Oh, I hear you, we will never be apart. I'm near as your heart, I'll find you somehow. I love you, go now. There will be much to learn, there will be many choices. Love has 1,000 voices wrapped inside a star. So far, this star has kept me safe from harm. My candle in the dark, a harbor in the storm. And I can see a rainbow, I see the rainbows, and where the clouds are gone. And everywhere I hear your heart, I'm here in your heart. I hear you say go, I love you. you go on.